good morning. I'm taking part in a collab today. The host is Marna from Dolls Rescued, and there's going to be so many people joining. I'm going to put a full link in below, so please tick on everybody's, have a look at them, pop a lovely comment, because it's going to be a really nice collab, this one. Now, the collab was originally for an Easter bunny, so we're going to either, you can dress your doll up, or you can change your doll, you can do whatever you want to do within that Easter bunny, and should I say, a Playboy bunny. Now, the problem being with me is I ran out of time, so I apologise. So I've ended up only with, ta-da, my Easter bunny. I absolutely love her. I'm really pleased with her. Done a few things I don't normally do, because as most of you know, I'm predominantly crochet, so I've got to have a bit of crochet in there, but I have actually made her a dress and done lots of other bits and experimented this time. But the problem being is I gave myself so much to do, I ran out of time. I did want to do the Playboy bunny. I'd already got in my head I was going to crochet the swimming costume. I'd got the images of sort of the cuffs and all this side of things, but time being as it was, and a few life constraints at the moment, I've had hospital appointments, all sorts of different things, and it's really thrown me out. I have literally finished her this morning, and this video will probably be going up 5 minutes before the time. So the time is, let me get this right, 10 a.m. Central, which if I've worked it out right is 4 p.m. here in the UK. But in case any of us have got the time wrong, just keep watching for it. Just keep going back and clicking on the links to see what other people have done. So I'm over the moon with that. We're going to go top down and have a look at her. Because like I said, there's a few things I've not done before, so that was quite fun, although, as I say, time consuming. My ears are wobbling. Are my ears wobbling on camera? I'm not sure. I can feel them moving. I thought I'd join in as well, so we're both Easter bunnies today. So don't forget to check out, I'm going to pop some photos on the end, a few progression photographs. I'm going to take her in the garden as well, because it's actually quite sunny today. It's cold but sunny, and I'm going to take some photos of her, because I am really pleased with her. So don't forget to check everybody else out. It's going to be a great evening watching them all tonight. And I'll see you in a second, top down, to have a little look at the details that I did on this little girl. So here is my little Easter bunny girl. Now, bit of crochet, had to do some crochet, didn't I? That's what I do. But I did experiment with quite a little bit of sewing, which is unusual for me. I've got some other face up details. It's about the third time I've had a go at face up details. Now, I haven't altered it much. Believe me, it's not like a full face up, but there's a couple of little bits I've added, so we will have a chat about that. She's carrying her little Easter chick in her basket there. How cute is that? I just pinched that out of my Easter display. And thinking about pinching things out of my Easter display, this as well for her tag. This bit here is actually off my Easter tree. So I had to just drill down a little bit, pop the cord in, and then I've actually super glued them all so that they're not sort of wobbling about a little bit, because I get cross when it gets stuck in the hair. So I've done it that way. So I think it's worked. I hope it's worked. Hope it's going to stay on. That's the only other thing, because it's just super glued in. But I just thought that little Easter egg was sort of like the perfect sort of sizing for her. So that is the little details there. So we're going to start at the top. Now, as you can see, I have crocheted a little headband. I think I'm going to do this as a tutorial. I need to get it out within the next week, really, don't I, though, because Easter's coming really quickly. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do this as a tutorial. Now, I did do it on a plastic band and crocheted over it, but I couldn't get my band to sort of shape properly. I mean, in the past, I've not had a problem, but for some reason, this one wouldn't. So what I've ended up doing is threading it through her hair and popping a little ribbon just to pull it together. So it works actually though that way, but that was not what I'd planned it to be. Her hair is up because it was driving me mad all around her. I wanted it sort of nice and tidy, and I think it's worked well. I like that. I'm really pleased I've put her hair up rather than leaving it down. Now, coming on to the face, something I've noticed, I've forgotten to do some earrings. I was really planning on doing a lot more than I did. As I've mentioned, I was going to be doing my Playboy bunny and everything. And yeah, life just gets in the way, doesn't it, sometimes? So unfortunately, she's missing any earrings, so we'll not look at those. And I'm going to go on to the face. I haven't done a lot. the mouth was just how it came, or the whole shape of the face and everything is how it came. I'm not that experienced to know how to alter those details. But one thing I did do was the eyebrows, which I'm really pleased with. I tried a method that I'd once seen. I didn't know whether it would work, but it did. So I did a little short video of me doing it, which I will probably pop on at a later date when I've had a look at it, make sure it's okay. But remember, when you watch it, it's the first time I did it. But I just don't know, I'm really pleased. I like to have a little bit of symmetry when I'm working. Not that in real life our eyebrows are symmetrical, are they? But I do like to work it out. So I think that worked out quite well. I've popped some, can you see her little multicoloured freckles on here? And that worked out quite nicely. And here is what her eyelids look like. I haven't changed any eye chips. I just, again, didn't have time, forgot about it, things like that. And here are her Easter egg. I've sort of gone for an Easter egg look. Eyelids, so I think they worked out okay. I would have liked them a little bit more pastel, but I didn't have the colours to be able to do that. But otherwise, I think they've come out quite nicely. So we'll let her open her eyes. Now, the technique for the freckles and the eyes, I actually used watercolour pencil to start with. It was coming out too pale. Perhaps I was using the wrong pencils, I don't know. And it didn't sort of adhere, even though I'd used Mr. Super Clear and that. I was having a problem getting that colour definition. And then I remembered something. Last year I watched a video that Beth Ramsden did, and she was using acrylic paint pens to, you know, draw on the little shoes and things. Absolutely gorgeous. So I asked my birthday was coming up, and people asked me what I wanted. So I said to my son, I'd like some of those to have a go with. So this is what he bought me, and I never used them. I just didn't use them because I wasn't quite sure what to do with them, to be honest. I was a bit nervous about using them. But I suddenly was thinking, what am I going to do to make her brighter? And then remembered I got these. So these are the pens. You do have to give them like a shake first before you use them. As it says there, shake, press, paint and recap. You do have to shake them quite a bit though. But the colours and the way it sticks to it. So I'd already got a layer of Mr. Super Clear. So I popped this on and then just did another layer, and the colours are great, and look how tiny weeny dots you can do. So I'm going to be using them again. They're a definite one to sort of, I don't know, you have to feel your feet, don't you? What mediums work for you? A lot of these are new for me, so I've been trying out, but I think that's a definite. I love the pencils for the eyebrows. That's a definite. Not very good with paint, so not really going to go for the paint. So really, as I say, all I did was freckles and eyelids. And she got some little eyebrows because she hadn't got any eyebrows, this one, so she needed some little eyebrows. Now I'm just going to go down to her bottom, sort of her feet, not her bottom, literally her feet, bottom of her. These are just bog standard cheap little shoes, AliExpress ones, but I've taken out the shoelaces and I popped little ribbons in instead. I thought they looked a little bit cuter and a little bit less bulky on her. And I've gone for the lilac because we've got the lilac hair colour there. Well, is it lilac? I don't know. It's pretty wherever it is. Now the other thing before I get to the dress is I realised she had no underwear, and I was searching for some underwear for her. Couldn't find anything. The Juni Moon ones don't fit these factory Blythes, or the bodies of these type of Blythes. So I thought, oh, I can't not have some. This dress is a little bit short. So I remembered I got some wide elastic, sort of like a lacy elastic. So they're not very good, but they'll do. They cover her modesty. They were a very quick little pair of lacy knickers, but they look okay. I'm sort of quite pleased with them. Literally a 2-second sort of stitch up. Don't look at the stitching, that wasn't very good. But going back on to stitching, I'm really proud of myself with the dress. Now, one of the reasons I don't sew much is I have a little bit of an aversion to my sewing machine because it hates me. It works great and then decides it's going to mess up what I'm making, and I get cross with it and I get fed up with using it, so I don't use it that much. I can use it, but you know, I'm no seamstress. I can get away with it, a bit of bodging here and there. So I thought I really wanted to make her a dress, you know, prove to everyone I don't just crochet everything. So this is 100% hand stitched. Even the layer of lace is all hand stitched. We have a double hem with a blind hem stitch in there. I like to hand stitch, so it took a long time. Another reason that Playboy bunny didn't get done. But apart from sore shoulders, because you certainly do scrunch over with that, you've got to watch that posture, haven't you? I absolutely love doing it. Did make some mistakes, but on average I was proud that I managed to get it. I mean, joining this was the worst bit because this is a double layered. So obviously the skirt had to fit inside and then I had to fold it over and sort of hand stitch again. But from the front, that bit looks great. From the back, it's a little lopsided. This is why a bow got added, to hide a multitude of sins. Because can you see my seam is over here when it should be over here. But never mind, I'm about a centimetre out, but she's only going to sit on my shelf. No one's going to know. But I thought, well, let's add the bow on. That sort of gives a bit of distraction. And then we've got a little bobtail here, which is just a pom-pom made with the pom-pom maker. And this is actually Velcroed down. Oh, I've not showed you that bit, have I? That I've used that pen again. So she's got a little Easter egg there. And then that's just my signature. And that's how I have a tendency to finish my signature. So we have some press studs here. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do them. I am. Yes, there we go. So you can see. Now I've press studded all the way down because the bow wouldn't sit flat. So I'm actually doing a press stud on the bow. So you can see it is double lined, and then I've just hand stitched everything inside there as well. So yeah, I'm proud of that, and I actually really enjoyed it. It just took me an awful long time. Little buttons just to finish off the detail there. And that's basically it. That is my little Easter bunny girl. Let me move her thing. As I said, the eyes, they're just, well, we'll do them, shall we? No, we just got the standard eye chips there. Something that, to be honest, if you buy eye chips, it's not like they're difficult to do, as long as you've got that glue stick method and everything. It does come out quite easy, but I just don't have any eye chips, and I wasn't really in the mood for making any, so that's why I've not done it. I know my granddaughter, I bought her one of the factory Blythes for her birthday. No, did I buy it for birthday? No, I bought it for Christmas. She's just had a birthday, hasn't she? And she was over the moon with it because she's been sort of going on and on about it. She's only 9, and I said she wasn't having a genuine Blythe, but I'd get her one of these. But yesterday she asked me, would I change her eyes? So we need to go eye chip shopping. And I might actually get her to do it herself, you know, because taking the mechanism apart is a pain. I am getting to it. This time was easier. I actually didn't lose any screws, and I actually managed to get the eyes on the right direction. I think that was all luck, but it did work. So obviously I'll take the mechanism apart, but I might get her to actually sort of teach her how to do the actual eye chips themselves. Now she's just got a Barbie necklace on there just for a bit of detail because I thought it looked a bit bare. I was going to do straps, then I forgot to insert them, so I didn't. Now the only thing is her head is definitely a little loose. I've put one of the neck joints on, which is great because you can tip them, and I think that is one of the problems with the Blythes. It's hard to get some nice photos when you can't get a head tilt. I love a head tilt on a doll, but I don't know what I've done. I don't know whether perhaps I've not screwed it on far enough because I was struggling a little bit, or I've made the hole too big. I hope I haven't, because I'm sure I've used the same drill bit. But for some reason, I mean, it's sort of quite fun. If you want to sort of do a video, you can sort of have you could easily move her, make her look a bit creepy on something. There we go. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. She's going to be sitting up on my side. She's not going anywhere apart from me to take some photographs outside. But then she's going to be sitting on my shelf. So it is not really a problem. But it is something that perhaps I need to address in the future, or something I've not learned. So that's it really. That is her. She has a little Easter chickie back again. There we are. We're going to go outside now and take some photographs. I have done a silly photo that I might add, I've not decided yet, but because I couldn't do her as a Playboy bunny, I was taking a photo of me and her because I thought, well, that might be quite nice because I got those bunny ears on, hadn't I? And then I noticed there was some fun things on the camera, so I clicked one of them, and one of them turned out to be like a Playboy bunny. So I thought, oh, let's have a look here, let's see what this. I did one with my glasses on and one with them off. And it's just a bit silly. I mean, it's all blurred and filtered and everything, so it makes everything look better than it does. But I've not decided yet. I might not torture you with that, but I might do it because I thought it was quite funny. So I might put the pictures on yet. So don't forget to check them all out. If you do enjoy my channel, don't forget to please like, subscribe and share. And also don't forget I have a Patreon now as well, and I'm going to pop a little link at the end, like I do now, of a list of my now Patreons. So thank you so much for your support, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye bye for now.